Welcome, wrestling fans and Wisconsin Rapids community media viewers, to the Eau Claire North Husky Invitational from Eau Claire North High School. Red Raiders are in this very tough tournament this morning, and we have to tell you this will be a little bit of a scattered rounds of wrestling, as they are wrestling in two gyms here with wrestlers from different teams in both gyms. So we are able to only watch one match at a time here in one gym that we're in. So this is 126-pounder Jake Ackerman against Carter Bauer of Eau Claire North. Ackerman with a takedown right off the get-go. He leads 2-0. Got a tight waist with an arm, and Bauer crawling to get out of bounds, and he made it that far. We're going to get a fresh restart as we go back to the center. Bauer will be down in the referee's position. Ackerman will be on the top riding. A couple of Red Raiders did not have first round matches. We'll get to those as we can. A double bar for Ackerman. Tried to run it over one time. Now he's got the double bar tighter this time. Steps over the head. Over goes Bauer. Bauer's in deep trouble. Bauer rocked up across the shoulders twice now, and he's putting himself in peril of being pinned, going across the shoulders, and Ackerman couldn't hold him. He changed sides. Now he's got him stacked one more time. There's the pin for Ackerman. Pin in 150. We'll go through some of the lineup here for you. At 106 pounds, Matthew Searing will take on Truxton Becker out of Auburndale. At 113, Deegan Armagast. 113, Deegan Armagast takes on Gavin Zajac out of New Richmond. At 120, Landon Freeman will wrestle Spencer Columbus's Gavin Andrews. Carter Freeman at 132 will take on Jacob Lagasse of Bloomer Colfax. Aiden Armagast at 138 takes on Medford area Parker Leisner. 144, the Red Raiders do not have an entrant today. Mason Tritz at 150 gets Colin Griffin of Holman. 157, no entrant for the Red Raiders. At 165, Bennett Weidman, he gets a bye in his first round. Mark Jeske at 175 gets Riley Johnson out of Chautauqua. Kyler Tritz wrestling at 190 gets Sean Hart out of Chippewa Falls. 215, Grayson Reimer gets Dominic Lyons. And 285, Tanner Gormanson gets Tristan Brenner out of Holman. We'll run down the teams when we return. To the Eau Claire North Husky Invitational. Back now at the Eau Claire North Husky Invitational, Mason Tritz on the mat. And he is taking on Colin Griffin out of Holman. Tough matchup right off the bat. Holman got a very good program. Team favorites in this tournament will be Arrowhead, Holman, Kaukauna, Menominee, and Simley, Minnesota. Red Raiders without two weight classes today, as I had mentioned. And again, you got two gyms here because they are so small. Body lock coming. No, drops down to a double leg, takes down Mason Tritz. But as I had mentioned earlier, there are two gyms here, so some matches in the first round may be in the other gym, and unfortunately, we apologize, but we are not able to cover those. Griffin stands up. Tritz can't hold him. He tried to lock up a cradle while Griffin was on his feet. It's 2-1. Minute 5 left first period. Two guys built the same way, long, lanky. Mason pawing down on the head with wrist control. Griffin, no offense at all so far. There he dives in, just as I said that, to a double. Tritz got to fight this off. Staying out in front, now forcing down on the head. And gets back to his feet. A reshot by Tritz. Gets to a double, but he's stretched out and stopped coming in. And you gotta get your knees under you here, Mason. Build a base. 25 seconds left. 2-1 Tritz. Tritz kind of is, if you've heard me in the past, he's kind of a grub around style wrestling. Gets in these positions and works and works and works, and it doesn't look pretty, but then he ends up coming out on top most of the time. And they're off the mat at the end of the period. 2-1 Tritz of Rapids after the first 2 minutes. Flipping to this comes up green, and that's Griffin's choice. He deferred that. Tritz's choice, he's going to go down. Again, these are 32-man bracketing, pretty straight bracketing. There are a couple of pigtails in some of the weight classes. Red Raiders have a couple of those. Way high is Griffin. Tritz takes him over the top, catches him, puts him on his back, got a deep half, looking for chest pressure. Tritz trying to settle him in. That looks pretty flat. Tritz got to sink that half in even deeper if he can. Arches back. He doesn't have to see what's going on. The referee will tell him. Get some chest pressure back on him. There's the pin. 2 minutes, 39 seconds on the fall for Mason Tritz at 150 pounds. I'll go through the lineup of the teams that are in this tournament, and there's 28 of them. You got Heartland Arrowhead, I had mentioned before, Auburndale, Baldwin Woodville, Blair Taylor, Bloomer Colfax, Bruce, Chautauqua Prairie Farm, Chippewa Falls, Cochrane Fountain City, Eau Claire Memorial, Eau Claire North, the host school, the Powerhouse in Holman, number 1 ranked team in the state, Kaukauna, Medford area, Menominee, another top 10 ranked team, Neilsville Greenwood Loyal combo team, New Richmond, Prescott, Rice Lake, Rochholt, Simley, Minnesota, number ranked Division II team in Minnesota, and they are always a powerhouse. Spencer Columbus, Spring Valley Elmwood, Superior, Whitehall, Nakusa, Assumption Port Edwards, and Wisconsin Rapids. Right now, no other Red Raider on the mat, so we'll take a quick break. We'll bring you more of the Eau Claire North Husky Invitational. Back now at the Eau Claire North Husky Invite, 190-pound matchup, Kyler Tritz against Sean Harp out of Chippewa Falls. Scoring table getting all straightened up from the last match, and here comes Tritz and Harp on the mat. They're expecting big things, big points from Tritz. More he can open it up, the better the match goes. He likes to fly around. Underhook. Inside leg pick. Back up to their feet. High single. Got it elevated. Leg sweep. Trip. Takes him down. Got 2. Going to cut him loose. Going to give him a little harm on the way up. Going to build a lead here. Bad shot in. Tritz catches him with a cow catcher. Turns him. Puts him on his back. This may not last very long. Pinpoints are 2 more extra points that you can gain for your team. And there's the pin in 39 seconds on the fall for Kyler Tritz. Picks up the advancement points and 2 bonus pin points for the Red Raiders. Quick match, but that's what you see early on in a tournament like this. You see the higher seeds against the lower seeded wrestlers. We'll bring you more Lincoln High School Red Raider wrestler after this short break. Round number 1 here for Matthew Searing at 106 pounds. He's taking on Auburndale's Truxton Becker. Wrist control by Becker. Underhook by Searing. Searing's first round matchup. Underarm spin into a front headlock by Searing. Trying to control the elbow. Couldn't pick a leg on that way through, so now they're back to their feet in neutral. Again, Searing a very small 90-some pound, 106-pounder. So he lacks for power and size, that's for sure. And you can see it right there. Off the mat they work. 45 seconds gone first period. Minute 15 left. shot in by Searing, changed levels well, got to a double, stepped through with a trip. Becker able to try to facelift him now, forcing down on the head. Got to face him, Matthew. And Searing gives up the takedown on the edge of the mat, something that you don't want to do for a Rapids wrestler. One of the couple cardinal sins. Becker riding now with a tight waist, trying to chop a wrist in. Searing's trying to control that left hand. Now he's looking for a three-quarter Nelson. Searing sits out the face. 38 seconds left. And there's Searing scored on the edge. Toss, but could not base off. Again, he's very small. Got to get your hip out and up, Matthew. Can't give it up here. You're going to be to your back. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Fight now. No takedown, says the official. That was a good call. 2-1. Becker leads from Auburndale. Becker's choice, he deferred. Searing's choice, he's going to go down. Becker a little shorter, but stockier put together. Searing trying to post his legs up. Okie choke trying to get locked up by Becker. Steps inside that leg. Across the face with a headlock. Can't get the headlock wrapped up as Searing has got some hand control here. Searing trying to come to a high base. Searing got hand control, turning inside. And Becker got an ankle bite locked on that left leg. Stop that escape attempt. 1:15 left, second period. 2-1 Becker yet. Arm lever or coffee grinder. Take your pick what you want to call it. Pop it above the head, throw to half, just drives Searing right over. Searing rolls through it, but too near fall for Becker anyway. He's ahead 4-1 and remains in control. Searing's got to get a foot down on the mat here. Try and score some points. He got 30 seconds left. Slowly trying to come up, but just gets out horsepowered. Searing flat on his stomach now, and the referee's going to warn him for stalling. That's a fair call, too, right there. End of the second period is here. Becker takes a 4-1 lead into the third, and he's got choice. He's going to put him on his feet. Underhook by Searing, but he needs better head position. Toss attempt. Can he catch him this time? Got him caught on his back for 2 takedown. It's 4-3 right now. Searing's looking to get a pin. Can't let this attempt go away, and Becker able to roll out from underneath it. 3 near fall. Now it's 6-4 Becker, or excuse me, 6-4 Searing. Searing got to control the wrist here pretty hard. Get him flat off his base. And they're out of bounds. 1:08 left, third period. Searing up by 2. Hard start by Becker on a switch. Searing got to catch him. Finally catches up to him, regains control of the tight waist. Searing trying to chop an arm, finally gets a hold of that wrist underneath. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left. Searing doing a good job right now with wrist control riding. Has not been able to get Becker off his base though. Becker to a high base now, tripod. And Searing controls him back to a low base again. Off to the side, picking an ankle. Again, just the lack of power hurts him so bad in these matches. He got one good toss here, multiple point move, and he's going to hang on, come from behind. 6-4, Searing with the win. One toss by Matthew Searing. Came from behind and came out with a 6-4 win over Auburndale's Truxton Becker. Right now, no other Red Raiders on the mat, so we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. 113-pound matchup coming up now. Deegan Armagast against New Richmond's Gavin Zajac. Zajac is one tall, big guy at 113. He's almost a head taller than Armagast. Armagast's looking to paw down on the head, get some head control, get it bobbing and weaving. And what that does is once you get pulled down on your head, it's instinct that you want to force it back up so that you end up standing up, opening up and exposing the legs for offensive shots. There it is right there, double leg trying to come out the back door. Zajac hanging on to an ankle right now. Armagast gets the takedown, 2-0. Zajac trying to hit a switch to a stand-up. Again, he's got a long body and a lot of leverage there. Escape one, and Armagast would have shot right in, and they're out of bounds. Shot by Armagast again. Zajac countered him coming in this time with a front chin lock. Again, thanks for watching the highest watched show on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media by far, Inside Knee Trip. And Armagast with a takedown, not quite for near fall. Armagast's trying to figure out the position here. Now he's got a headlock. Near fall coming. Got to thank Scott Rouge for volunteering us Saturday, giving you mat side seats, as we like to say here. Joyce Bennett taking care of all the stats for us. My name is Scott Tesch. I'll be your commentator. Armagast trying to settle in with his headlock here. 2 seconds, 1 second, pin with 1 second left in the period. 1:59 on the fall time for Deegan Armagast over Gavin Zajac out of New Richmond. Another Red Raider coming up right after that. And we'll see who this is. This could be Landon Freeman. Some of these guys look so similar. This is Landon Freeman at 120 against Gavin Andrews of Spencer Columbus. First match of the day for Freeman at 120 pounds. Shot in and missed. Under overhook, and both wrestlers break out of that. Freeman staying in a good stance. Nice shot in off elbow control. Got a sweep shot on that left side knee. Trying to pull it out and elevate it. And Andrews got to give up the takedown. Freeman's going to give him a little harm on the way up. Cut him loose. Give him a free points. 2-1 with a minute 18 left. Freeman in on another single leg shot. Dumps him to the mat. Works up the body. 2. Takedown Freeman. They're going to say go again one more time. Cut him loose. It's 4-2. Minute 5 left. Freeman opening it up. Shot in again, low on an ankle pick. Sucks it in. Cross body, covers the body. 2 takedown. 6-2 right now. The takedown game, as you like to call it, is good for 2 things. You build a lead. You're getting 2 points for every 1 you give back. And it works on the mental outlook of his opponent. Half and a wrist right over the top. Freeman gets a pin in 128 on the fall. 2 more team points plus the advancement points for the Red Raiders. So they're adding up points in bunches right now, which is a good thing. No more Red Raiders right now on the mat. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Coming out to the mat right now, 126-pounder Jack Eckerman in his second round match against Fletcher Post out of Spencer, Columbus. And they are clearing up the scoring computer right now from the previous match. Both wrestlers set, ready to go, but they are waiting now, I do believe, for some time. You need to have, by the WIA rules, 45 minutes in between your last match, rest period. So if you're in the next round of wrestling and you come up right away, well, you still got to wait, and they'll hold that match. So we'll go through what happened so far today. Matthew Searing at 106 came from behind, got a 6-4 win over Truxton Becker out of Auburndale. Deegan Armagas got a pin in 159 over Gavin Zajac out of New Richmond. Landon Freeman got a pin in 128 over Gavin Andrews out of Spencer, Columbus. Ackerman in his first round matchup got a pin in 150 over Carter Bauer of Eau Claire North. Carter Freeman yet to wrestle. Aiden Armagas yet to wrestle. Mason Tritz got a pin in 239 over Colin Griffin out of Holman. Ben Weidman hasn't been on the mat. Neither has Mark Jeske. Kyler Tritz at 190 got a 39-second pin over Sean Harp of Chippewa Falls. No match yet for Grayson Reimer or Tanner Gormanson. So we're still hanging on and waiting. 2 gyms here, as I had mentioned, so some of the matches we may not be able to cover for you early on in this tournament due to the fact that they are wrestling in 2 gyms. They just have basketball floor-sized gyms here at Eau Claire North. It's kind of like the Cheesehead in Kaukauna, where you have one small gym and they have a huge nationally ranked tournament in it. So it looks like we're going to take a break here and they're going to run another match. So we'll take a pause. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. And now we're back with the Jack Ackerman match after they ran one more match in front of his just to get the times ready to go. Ackerman and Fletcher Post out of Spencer, Columbus, both in red. Ackerman with his back to you right now, and you can see the rapids across the back of the shoulder blades. He's in on a deep double. That was an easy takedown as Post just waded right into him, standing almost straight up. Again, early in the tournament, you'll see the higher seeded wrestlers against lower seeded wrestlers or unseeded. So there can be some mismatches early, but that all kind of levels out as the guys that get beat early go into wrestlebacks with people just like them, and the guys that win the first round or two advance in the championship side and get tougher and tougher competition as they go. So it's a good Saturday of wrestling. The Red Raiders will get a lot of matches here, and the goal is to get better for the end of the year as Ackerman runs a half and an armbar over top, has Post on his back with 15 seconds left. See if we can squeeze him up and pin him here. We're counting down inside of 5 seconds right now. And with 1 second left, Jake Ackerman gets the pin. Second time today for the Red Raiders with a pin at 1:59. The other one was Deegan Armagast. So now I do not see any of the Red Raiders. So we'll come back with another match at the Eau Claire North Husky Invitational. Carter Freeman now for his first round matchup. Going to be on the same mat you just watched Jake Ackerman. And he's going to take on Jacob Legacy out of Bloomer Colfax. Freeman, one of the top-ranked wrestlers at 132 in the state. You expect big things out of this wrestler for Lincoln High School. And again, this is Freeman's first-round matchup. I'm going to caution Freeman, just a little excited, jumping to start a little bit. I guess you're ready to go then if you're jumping the initial whistle. Single leg shot. Coming to a takedown, locking up a cradle. Going to get position to walk it over here. Don't get too high. Now he steps across, locks the body. Oh, can't quite get the position yet. Got to let that shoulder out that's in there. And he breaks the cradle grip. Going to cut him loose, give him a little harm on the way up. It's now, as he gets another takedown. Scoreboard is behind. They're sitting and watching. Ellsworth bar there. And Freeman getting some more points. And again, the scoreboard just watching. Now they added the last three. It should be about 9-0. There is a pin in 112. Score doesn't make a difference anymore. Again, 2 more team points added in there for a bonus for the pin and advancement points in the championship bracket. So the Red Raiders scoring a lot of points. Remember, they're down 2 weight classes, 144, 157. They do not have anybody. So pin points are making up a little bit of a difference there. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Aiden Armagast going to get his first match of the day at 138 pounds against Medford area's Parker Listner. So we'll see how Armagast does in this matchup against the Medford area wrestler. Armagast a little chin tap, shoots right through to a deep single. Got it elevated coming up. Changes directions on the way down. Listner hanging on like crazy to that leg, trying not to give up the takedown. Armagast trying to not let him out here. Now he picks an ankle, flattens him out, gets the takedown. Good work by the Red Raider. Arm chop in. Listner fights that arm free. Builds to a base. Armagast with a hard tight waist takes him over the knee. Arm across the back now for the Red Raider. A lot of options here. You can baseball it across, you can bar it, and they work off the mat. 57 seconds left. 2-0 the Red Raider. He will be on the top in the riding position. Listner will be on the bottom. Listner had a hard stand-up but couldn't keep his balance. Armagoss takes him right back to the mat, got a bar on the left-hand side. Now he's got a double arm bar loosely, but he's got it. Couldn't hold the bar, though. It was so loose, he just about lost it, turning him over. Listener to his feet now. Armagoss with an ankle pick and a front trip takes him back to the mat. 25 seconds left.
At 132, Trey Becker from Chippewa Falls and Connor Sturba from New Richmond. On deck for mat 4 at 138, Brody Lammers from Rice Lake.
Armagoss again with the arm pinned across the back. Reaches, scoops the arm with a half. Couldn't quite hold him. Listener went over and then rolled straight through it. We're going to end the period here. And Armagoss is going to have a 4-0 lead with 2 near fall. Off that turn, flipping a disc, comes up green, which is Armagoss. He deferred. Listener takes the bottom position. Caution. Nope, just a clean stoppage there. Both officials on the adjoining mats blew their whistle about the same time. And our 2 guys jumped, so he just gave him a fresh restart, which was a great call by the official. Again, Armagoss working that armbar on the right-hand side. Trying to pull him back. Straightens him out, flattens him back down again, works on the bar one more time.
Now wrestling on mat 2 at 138, Jonah Berg from Eau Claire North and Ryan Schmidt from Kakana. On deck for mat 2 at 138, Luke Kamish from New Richmond and Araya Anderson from Whitehall.
Armagoss sticking that bar in deep from the right side, but can't get enough of the left hand one. There he did. Now he runs it over. Big step, lost the arm bar again. And we stop it for the headgear come down on Lesnar. 1:08 left, second period. Armagoss still with a 4-0 lead on a takedown in near fall. Listener fixes his headgear, gets a strap down again. He's getting set in the bottom referee's position. Armagoss covers. Armagoss changed sides and chopped the arm, stopped the first move of Listener. Armagoss able to get that one bar in pretty deep all the time, but unable to secure the other side. You can see Armagoss pull the armbar out, but still at the same time grabbed onto that wrist and kept the arm across the back. There he did the same thing again, but it loses the wrist and the bar. He's able to suck that right arm back enough all the time. Still got the bar on the right side. He just can't get Listener to turn. Listener is fighting like crazy on the bottom, which he should do. And to period 2, still 4-0 Armagoss. Now it'll be Armagoss' choice. He's going to go down. Listener covers. Armagoss builds a high base, hits a switch, steps over. Good work by the Red Raider. 2 reversals, 6-0. Back to the same position we were for half the first period and all the second. See if Armagoss took enough out of Listener's gas tank, maybe he can get him turned and hold him here. Again, Armagoss with that bar on the right side. He's able to get it reasonably easy, just can't get it to work, can't control the far side arm. Got a minute left, third period. Here's some more Simley wrestlers being called and some Kaukauna wrestlers being called. Two teams that are favorites for this tournament. Obviously with the highest seeds probably in the weight classes, so they may have had buys in the first round. 32 seconds left. Barring a wrist now, but loses the wrist control. $20 seconds. Armagas is doing everything but turning him. He has ground him into the mat for 2.5 periods right now, but he's just not able to get him to his back. Now he's got a double arm bar again, 5 seconds. Runs it over, steps it over, but somehow Listener able to get his arms out. End of the match, 6-0. Aiden Armagas to win for the Red Raiders. In a tough, hard-fought match. Once again, the Red Raiders have no entry at 144 and at 157. Right now, no other Red Raiders on the mat. We'll take a little break. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Mason Tritz at 150. Second round matchup against Jonathan Krager out of Chippewa Falls. Tritz with a first round pin in 239 over Colin Griffin out of Holman. Second round matchup for the Red Raider. Nice counter by Tritz around the corner. A little speed there. Trying to lock up a cradle right off the bat. Almost had it locked, but that's his specialty right there. He's a cradler. Got long arms, long legs, long body. Got a spiral ride now. Now breaks out off to the cradle. Takes him right back over from his feet. Referee's calling near fall from his feet. That's interesting. Oh, he's going to get down there, take a look. Tritz put the knee in the side on the underside there, elevating the leg, and takes him back over. He's got a 5-0 lead with 1:05 left first period. Working on his near side wrist, now breaks that grip. Crossface now works back to the cradle grip. Locked him up one more time. Suicide style over the top of his own body. That can get a little dangerous as you can get hung up with your shoulders on the mat. Tritz again with that knee in the side. You're basically bending your opponent's body to try to flatten it out, and he did that with 125, 2 pins. For Mason Tritz. Good start for that Red Raider at 150 pounds. And I do not see any other Red Raider right now on the mat. Again, a minute at a time, we'll take the wins. Back at the Eau Claire North Wrestling Tournament after a short break. 175-pound matchup. Mark Jeske of Wisconsin Rapids against Chetek Prairie Farms' Riley Johnson. First time on the mat for Jeske at 175. Ben Weidman going to be coming to the mat as well shortly here. At 165, he had a first round bye, and he's taking on Xander Herbert of Eau Claire Memorial. We'll watch the Jeske match here. Jeske had a tough go of it Thursday night against Marshfield's nationally ranked Caleb Denny, but you put a guy out there anyway. Hopefully he can just give up a tech fall, save a point, or a major decision to save 2 points. Again, tough draw for Jeske, but chance to get back on the horse here.
Now wrestling on mat 2 at 175, Mark Jeske from Wisconsin Rapids and Riley Johnson from Chetek Prairie Farm. On deck for mat 2 at 175.
Shucked down on the head by Jeske. Tried to get to a front headlock, missed that as Johnson stood right up through it. Neither wrestler really flying around the mat here. Pretty slow, controlled match. Underhooked now with head position by Jeske. Tried to hit a slide by and missed that. Husky works his way back towards the center a little farther. A little shuck on by, missed that. Team scores look like this right now. Kaukauna in the lead, 181.5. Simley in second, 179. Wisconsin Rapids in third, 159, as Jeske gets a takedown on the edge of the mat, and they are off. 2-0 the lead for Jeske. Arrowhead in fourth at 125, and Nakusa Port Edwards in fifth at 104. Another local Rapids area school in this tournament. A co-op between Nakusa Port Edwards. 1 point escape for Johnson of Shatek, and it's 2-1. Scoreboard's got it 10-2 right now, but that's not right. And the clock is continuing to run. I'm not sure. Nope. Different clock here. All right. 2-1. Now it's 3-1. Jeske. Start of the second period. Both on their feet, working on hand control. Arm tie now by Johnson. Jeske counters that, and they work their way off the mat. 1:33 left. 3-1 now the lead for the Red Raider on their feet. Second period action. Jeske with a Russian arm tie of his own now, but Johnson breaks that grip. Little elbow pass to a single leg on the near side. Jeske going around the corner, trying to straighten it out. Try to elevate if he can. Now he locks up a cradle from his feet. Take your time here. You got a lot of it. 45 seconds, walks that knee towards the head. They kind of call that a Tritz cradle in Wisconsin Rapids. Over he goes on his back, trying to squeeze him up and settle the shoulders in. Got 30 seconds left.
Now wrestling on mat 3 at 165, Judah Heath from Sibley and Paxton Rothmeyer.
Jeske in a little bit of a funny position here, breaks the grip on the cradle. Still forces the shoulders down with a pin, and 3:42 on the fall. Good start for the 175-pounder. Mark Jeske, your Red Raider. Now, let's see if we have another Red Raider going to come up. Bennett Weidman's going to come up here directly, but we'll take a quick break. We'll bring you that match when we return. Finally, we get to see Ben Weidman step on the mat at 165. He had a first-round bye, so this is actually his second-round matchup in the bracket. Takes on Eau Claire Memorial's Zander Hebert, I do believe, Hebert. Weidman, one of the hammers for the Red Raiders in the lineup. Snap down, drive in, grabs a leg, spins around the corner, elevates, dump technique takes him back to the mat. 2 points in the lead, cross face for Weidman. Weidman locking up a cradle. Nope, broke the grip, didn't like the way that was setting up for him, so he's going to change sides and go a different way this time. Now he's got an elbow tied up underneath. Weidman's going to give him a cut loose, a little harm on the way up. Free point, 2-1, the Red Raider. Go to work on his feet. Nice little head tap, change sides, dump. Weidman, 2 and a takedown. 4-1 the lead for the Red Raider. Crossface on that far side angle, wraps up a cradle. Now take your time with it here. Over they go. Near fall coming for the Red Raider. And Hebert able to break the grip. Got 3 near falls, 7-1 right now, the Red Raiders lead. Weidman trying to figure out how to get Hebert back towards the center a little bit more so he can put another pinning combination on him. Hebert looking to get out of the mat here, get a fresh restart. Half by Weidman, try to straighten him out, trying to turn him in as well. Over top he goes. Outside the circle. 2 near fall for the Red Raider. Now 9-1. 9 seconds left, first period. Again, the next couple of rounds, the Red Raiders take on a few Simley wrestlers, a couple of Holman wrestlers. Things are going to get tougher here. And a 9-1, Weidman. Hebert's choice, he deferred. Weidman says we'll go on our feet. When it's your choice in the second period, you can either defer, which Hebert did. That means you're going to exercise your choice in the third period. You can go both on their feet, which Weidman chose. You can go on top in the riding position. You can go on bottom in the defensive position. Nice little scramble takedown. Weidman let Hebert spin right in front of him, covered him up. And got a poke in the eye, I guess, from Hebert. 11-1 the lead, minute 44 left, second period. Hebert on the move on the bottom. Weidman easy with a tight waist, follows him around, controls him one more time. Weidman bringing a wrist in, flattens the hips down, now works it across the back. Got it baseballed there right now. What is he going to do with it? Baseball him across, step across the head, stepped across, fires a half. Hebert's in deep trouble now. Weidman's got him flat on his back. 2:55 on the fall by Bennett Weidman. 2 more team points, bonus-wise, added on for the Red Raiders with the pin. As Weidman pins Xander Hebert, and Eau Claire Memorial in 2:55. Quick break again, and we'll be back with more Red Raider Wrestling. 190-pound match set to come out on the mat now. Kyler Tritz, your Red Raider, against Andrew Thompson out of Baldwin Woodville. Kyler Tritz had a first-round pin in 39 seconds over Sean Harp out of Chippewa Falls. And this is a much taller Andrew Thompson going at it with Tritz. Second round again for the Red Raider at 190 pounds. Tritz in with a single at the knee. Got it elevated. Thompson trying to control with the arm a little bit. Tritz going to step into it. Trying to get him elevated. Well, he'll just dump him backwards, take him to the mat. Now he's going to cut him loose. Give him a little harm on the way up. 2-1 Tritz with a lead. Minute and a half left. Tritz slaps a collar tie on. Tritz with that blast double straight in. That's a signature takedown for that Red Raider. In again, let him out. In again, and they go off the mat. Thompson gave Tritz a little shove as they were off the mat there, so let's see if that fires up the Red Raider a little bit.
Now wrestling on mat 3 at 190, Blake Boyette from Holman and Danny Martin.
Inside single leg shot again, got it elevated.
On deck for mat 3 at 215, Justin Barnett.
Covers the hips, takes him to the mat, another takedown. It's now 6-2.
From Spring Valley,
Got 38 seconds left. Close to the edge of the mat, and they are going to walk off. 33 ticks of the clock in the first period. Still 6-2 the Red Raider. Kyler Tretz. Thompson set. Tretz going to cover. Tretz taking a wrist, turning it underneath. As the forehead of Thompson plastered in the mat right now. Puts a bar on this left-hand side. Now loses the bar, just riding with some pressure and a tight waist. Fires a half, missed that. End of the period's coming in 2-1. 6-2 the lead for the Red Raider after one period. Flipping to this, comes up Green. It's Thompson's choice. He's going to choose on top. He got taken down 3 times from his feet. He didn't want that option. Got rode around from the bottom. Didn't want that option, so he figured it better go on top. Legs rider here. Tretz with a hard sit through. Trying to get to a spladle is Thompson. Legs right on his near side, reach across the back, underhook that far side thigh, and you're trying to put them over on their head and spread their legs out. Still working the same type of legs ride. And Tretz trying to figure out how he's going to plan to get out of here. Tretz pulls the arm down and hips over the top. Thompson rode along for the ride there. Now the legs ride come out as a crossface by Thompson. You see he's very long in the arms and the body, so he's probably a cradler as well. Double legs ride now he steps into. This is controlling. You got to be good with the legs in order to make it work, or you're burning a lot of time off. Flattens Tretz's down. 48 seconds left. Tretz picking his head up, trying to put a knee down. Got both of them down now, building. Legs ride slid in again by Thompson. Trying to work that far side ankle pick. Tretz in a tough spot here with that long, lanky body of Thompson. Able to run the legs ride. And they call a stalemate. Neither wrestler improving their position. Get a fresh reset here. Tretz on the bottom for 16 seconds yet. Thompson going to cover, try to ride and turn. Tretz puts his foot down, turns the face. Switch attempt by Tretz. Can he come out the backside? Got the leg elevated. Trying to catch the head, which he has done. He can stack Thompson up. 2 reversal after the official thought about it for a while. That was. Now he changes it and gives 1 escape and a 2 takedown, I guess. Yeah, maybe a technical violation. I'm not sure. It's 9-2 anyway. Now we're going to straighten out the scoring here, which is probably a good thing. So we'll see where we end up here. And now the Baldwin Woodville coach wants to come over and find out what the official is seeing and calling. So our wrestlers get a little break. Put a little air in the tank. Again, we'll see what they come up with here. 8-2 now, the lead for Tretz. 8-2 for Tretz after the second period. Tretz on the bottom now. And we got a caution. Nope, just a restart. The other mat blew their whistle right just a second before this official. All the wrestlers jumped. Tritz caught the leg coming in there this time. As you could tell, that's what Thompson was going to do, and I was sitting him on the seat of his step-in trying to come out the backside, which he has done to a reversal Tritz. 10-2 Major on the mat right now. That'd be an extra half a point. Thompson trying to roll. You can see him locked down on this near side elbow. Now Tritz just going to burn a little clock and cut you loose. 10-3 now. Tritz gives him the free ride to his feet and the point. Nice low shot by Thompson. Tritz got a counter now. Oh, a little strength there. Tritz with a takedown. And cuts him loose one more time. Thompson getting a little frustrated here with the takedown and escape game. 12-4, just under a minute left. Major again for the Red Raider in Tritz. Tritz with a shot in low. Man, that was a clean takedown. Thompson, no defense. And Tritz cuts him loose. Shot in again by Tritz. Got it elevated. Thompson heading out of bounds. Tritz covers him, keeps his feet in. Takedown. 16-5 with 31 seconds left. Thompson is seeing the end of the match coming here. He's been just taken apart here in this third period. He basically knows the outcome already. Wrist tied up by Tritz. Driving ahead, getting his shoulders down, trying to fire a half Nelson or an armbar. Roll attempt again by Thompson. Tritz says, thank you very much. I'll fire a half then, but can't get it deep enough. End of the match, 16-6. Kyler Tritz, major decision. One more half point for the Red Raiders in the bonuses. And very shortly, we're going to have our 215-pounder come out, Grayson Reimer. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. 215-pound first-round matchup. Grayson Reimer, Red Raider that we did not see Thursday night, against Dominic Lyons out of Superior. Reimer with a toss attempt. Come out, no, he came out behind, kept wrestling. Good job, Reimer. Again, this is a wrestler that came out a week ago. He wrestled in the junior high program or middle school or whatever they call it now, and then did not wrestle for a while. And now he came out again, and he's been out a week. Throw him into a tough tournament like this. Welcome to the team. Got a takedown and an escape. Going to try a 2% toss him again. There it is right there. Hit it hard. Arch your back. Got the takedown. Near fall coming. Looking to put him away. Get a wide base here and you'll be okay. You got that deep half in there. Arm control. There's a pin in 104. Good start for Grayson Reimer, excuse me. Didn't take long, 1 minute and 4 seconds to pin Dominic Lyons out of Superior. Tanner Gormanson will be up next against Tristan Brennan out of Holman. We'll bring you that match when we return. Tanner Gormanson, your Red Raider, first round matchup against Tristan Brenner out of Holman. Holman heavyweight, full-blown guy there. And we're sitting right behind some Holman parents here, so this could get loud and interesting. Gormanson, a guy that's improved. And a slide by Brennan, and miss, snap down attempt, and they break apart. Again, you'll see a different slowed down style of wrestling here at the heavyweights. These guys don't fly around like the little guys do.
Now wrestling on mat 3 at 285.
Headlock attempt.
And Noah Penniker from Eau Claire North.
Back trip by Gormanson, a whizzer.
26, Charlie Hebert.
Come behind in a scramble. Brennan able to grab on and lock onto a knee. Gormanson picks an ankle, hips him over. No points yet. Gormanson steps across with an ankle bite, locks in the leg. 2 take down the Red Raider. Wow, what a scramble there for some big guys. Gormanson on top now, trying to figure out, take a little steam out of Brennan. Brennan pulls his knees under him, gets to a base. Gormanson got to take him off that base now, get that big guy flat on his stomach. Brennan puts a foot on the mat. 35 seconds left. Gormanson locked up a cradle. Be careful with this. And he breaks the grip. He's able to flatten him out. Good work by Gormanson there. Crossface by Gormanson. A hip off the top as Brennan felt Gormanson get too high over the shoulders. It's 2-1 on the escape. Gormanson, end of the period. Disc comes up red. That's Gormanson's. He defers. Brennan's choice. He's going to go down. Gormanson, a pretty lightweight in 285 pounder. You can weigh a maximum of 285 in this weight class. Gormanson around the 230 area. Brennan's probably pushing the limit. Double wrist control. Trying to flatten his shoulder out. Now cross body fire to half. Missed that. Comes back with a double wrist control.
Now wrestling on mat 3 at 126. Charlie Hebert from Newark Colfax and Beardy Johnson from Superior. On deck for mat 3 at 130.
Gormanson doing a good job of riding here. Keeping control of Brennan. Working on wrists. Taking him off his base. Sticking in an ankle bite. .108 left, second period. Gormanson with a half and a stretched out wrist and lost a half Nelson. Brennan builds to a higher base, then drops down trying to crawl away. Gormanson covers him up again. Two-on-one wrist ride now by Gormanson off to the side. Brennan up to a high base now. Gormanson claw ride temporarily and takes Brennan back to his base. Brennan can get to his base and can't figure anything out from there, and Gormanson can get him on his stomach, and that's as far as that goes. 15 seconds left. Half and a wrist by Gormanson again. Wrist all stretched out and then loses the half. Period coming to an end here in 5 seconds. Claw right again by the Red Raider, and the period ends. 2-1, Gormanson with a lead, and he emphatically signals, I'm going down to start the third. Brennan starts on the left-hand side. Gormanson bases off. Brennan tried to fire a crossface, and Gormanson ducked that, caught the arm out in front of him. Now he backs out to his feet, got the 1 point in the escape. 3-1, Gormanson. Body lock, launching pads loaded. Gormanson tried to launch the big guy and ended up on his back. Big headlock here by Brennan. Gormanson's coming out the backside. Gormanson's going to be down. They got it tied at 5, and I'm not 100% sure that score is right. Gormanson on top. Minute 8 left yet. They're going to cut him loose. Got a cradle from his feet. .50 seconds left. Brennan's trying to come up with a single now to a double. Gormanson's got to sprawl out here. Get heavy on the back of his shoulders, now spins behind, remains in control. Got to cut him, no, tried to cradle him again. Got to come up with him. Out of bounds. 20 seconds left. And we're going to check the score.
James Olson from Superior and Dawson Hustad from Tesch Warehouser Prairie Farm.
They are neutral on their feet with Brennan with a 1-point lead at 6-5. Oh, now they changed that. Now Brennan is down. Scores 6-5 on the board, and they're not even sure where they're at here, and the referee's not sure. So it's 7-5. Gormanson gives him the free ride to his feet. Slide by Gormanson. Hips him over with a takedown. 2. Near fall coming. Got to stay heavy here, Tanner. 5 seconds left. Gormanson going to come back from behind and win 10-7. Wow, what a match. Gormanson had the match in control and lost control. He got put on his back with an ill-advised trying to hip toss. Bigger man put him on his back in deep trouble. Gormanson rolled through that, and they ended up on their feet with a takedown and near fall for Gormanson in 18 seconds. Wow, what a win for the Red Raiders there. That's the end of the first round for every weight class. Some got more than one match in already with the preliminaries, so we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. All right, we're back now after a little time off. They cleaned the mats and took a short break and ended up wrestling some preliminary matches again. And you have Matthew Searing in his second time on the mat. Tough draw here, Turner Ross out of Simley, Minnesota. Again, Searing a under 100-pound, maybe about 97-pound wrestler at 106 pounds. And you got one of the better teams in Minnesota. He gets a quick takedown. Much bigger sized body. So Searing definitely going to be in a defensive position as he just got flat tossed to his back. Got baited into coming up and just got flat tossed. Deegan Armagast against Brock Needham of Holman is going to be on the mat above us. We'll catch that match in a short bit. We'll stay on the Searing match here. Armagast has a 1:35 left first period, and there's no score. Again, tough matchup there. Armagast from Rapids and a Holman wrestler in Needham. Tip attempt again, got near fall for Ross of Simley, Minnesota. He's already got a 10-0 lead. Hip tip again by Ross of Simley. And this could end up getting to be a tech fall. There's 3 near fall. And he's going to go with a tip one more time. And he's got a tech fall right there. 2 near fall. That's a tech fall for Turner Ross. In 1:30 about. Now we'll slide you up to that far black mat. And you got Deegan Armagast at 113 against Brock Needham out of Holman. No score in the match, 29 seconds left. Locked hands and illegal on somebody. No points on takedowns. We'll see what the official gives. The illegal 1-point Rapids. Oh, figure forward the head. So 1 point Armagast, 15 seconds left. He's got free bonus point there. That's all right. We'll take that. 10 seconds left. Slide by missed by Needham. Armagast with a shot in on the edge of the circle, getting a little stretched out. End of the period is here. 1-0 Armagast with a lead. Flip of the disc. Comes up red. Armagast choice. He defers. Brock Needham of Holman. We'll see what his choice is. I'm assuming down. Team scores entering this round. Wisconsin Rapids in the lead, 313 points. Tied for second with 309 is Kaukauna and Simley. Fourth place is Heartland Arrowhead with 207. Switch attempt by Needham, but Armagast countered that. Now Needham is reaching back, trying to get a leg here. Armagast got to get clear and behind. Now he does, but Needham's trying to come up. Nice little crossbody ankle pick by Deegan Armagast. Needham trying to pin that wrist out in front of him. Now he loses that. Roll attempt. Armagast got to get his hips up. As Needham's got a leg trapped underneath. Stalemate, says the official, which is a good call. Neither wrestler able to improve their offensive position, so they stop them as they're on the edge of the circle and get a fresh restart. Needham, hard stand-up. Armagast takes him back to the mat. Still riding with a hard tight waist. Can't get anywhere past that, though, right now. 45 seconds left, second period. Armagast still holding on to the 1-0 lead. Roll attempt by Needham. Armagast trying to dig a legs in to remain in control. And Needham has got Armagast's legs caught underneath one more time. We were in this position before and ended up getting a stalemate. There, Armagast gets his legs free. Goes back to a conventional ride, tight waist, wrist control. 8 seconds left. It'd be great if he can come out with that 1-point lead after 2 periods. Then it'll be Armagast's choice. And the 2 periods, Armagast with a 1-0 lead. He takes down to start the third period. This round is going to be pretty tough for the Red Raiders. They got Simley about 3 or 4 times. Got Holman. Legs ride, cross body. Looking to scoop in that far right side arm, and Armagast fights that back. Double legs ride now. Armagast able to step out of the right side leg. And Needham is worried more about complaining to the official that Armagast ain't rolling over on his back for him than trying to turn him with a legs ride. Armagos trying to work to get some hand control and put a foot down on the mat. There he's got a foot down temporarily. There's the legs right again when Armagos puts his left foot down. There's the second legs in. 1:05 left. Again, it's hard to move from the bottom when you're got the double legs right in. Armagos is trying to build up, trying to get his legs free. But Needham is unable to do anything with the legs ride. Now Armagos looking to pop his head out, come out the backside. He's got the reversal. That's 2 huge points right there. 30 seconds left. 3-0, the Red Raider leads. And Armagos has got the legs scissored apart on Needham now. Armagos lets Needham get his hips flat back to the mat with 8 seconds left. Armagos in great shape here. He's going to take a 3-0 win on a heck of a hard-fought match. Deegan Armagos wins 3-0 over Holman's Brock Needham. Great match for the Red Raider there. I don't see any other Red Raider right now, so we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the Eau Claire North Husky Invitational. 120-pound matchup set to go out. 126-pound match. Jack Ackerman against Jake Koss out of Simley, Minnesota. Another tough draw for the Red Raiders. Koss slaps on a collar tie right off the get-go. Kakana's been winning some matches here as Koss never quits attacking. In a single, working up the body. No takedown yet. There's a takedown for Koss. Koss will be the favorite in this match here. And Ackerman gets the escape. Koss back on the attack again. Off the mat they work. Koss slaps on a tight collar tie. And Ackerman can't get that arm off his back of his neck. And Ackerman kind of stood up a little bit. Koss immediately shot in on a single, and they worked their way off the mat. Landon Freeman going to come out on the mat against New Richmond's Eden Henning at 120 pounds. Freeman's second match of the day. There's too much pressure there for Koss on Jake Ackerman. Ended up getting a takedown. Landon Freeman has a takedown. Leads 2-0 in his match. Now it's 2-1 as Henning gets the escape. Jake Ackerman down on the bottom now. Bases off, trying to hit a switch. Didn't clear the hips enough. Not enough pressure on the hand. Ackerman up to his feet. Koss lifts through between the thighs, takes him right off his feet onto the mat. First period coming to the end. 4-1 Koss of Simley leads Ackerman of Rapids. Landon Freeman got another takedown. He leads 6-1 with some near fall as well over his opponent Eden Henning out of New Richmond. Koss easily stands up, pivots the hips, turns inside. Ackerman just a half step behind Koss. 1 point escape for the Simley wrestler, and he's in on a shot again. Again, the constant pressure of Koss is what Ackerman can't handle right now. 6-2 on the escape by Henning on Freeman. And at the end of one period, it's 6-2 Landon Freeman, your Red Raider. 1 point free ride to defeat for Jake Ackerman by Jake Koss. And it's 7-2. Nice little barrel roll takedown there by Koss. Landon Freeman started on the bottom of the second period, and they worked their way off the mat. He still will be down. Koss going to cut Ackerman loose, right back in again. And it's from one takedown attempt to the next. There's another one. Barrel roll takedown. Koss has got the arm tied up at the elbow underneath the body of Ackerman. Ackerman trying to come up, got to his base a couple times, but Koss takes him off each time. End of two periods, 11-3 Koss. Landon Freeman ends up getting an escape in his match. He's ahead 7-2 with 45 seconds left. And a shot that never connected, but he ended up behind Henning. So Freeman up 9-2 now. Koss on the bottom, hard stand up twice in a row, turns and faces with hand control, and the speed of the match picking up, and it's all Koss. Koss just hips right in with a double leg and takes Freeman down to the mat. Koss is kind of a brawler. He likes to mix it up, and it never slows down for him. 14-3 with a minute and a half left. Reversal now by Henning in the Freeman match, and it's 9-4 after two periods. Reverse half by Koss. To near fall, it's 16-3, now 16-4. And a mouth guard come out of Jake Ackerman. Minute 8 left yet. Caution Rapids, foot down on the starting stripe. Drive in with an ankle pick to a double leg, take down, now 20-4. Correction, it's 18-4 right now. 9-4, Ackerman leads. He's on top riding. A minute and a half left, third period of his match. And Koss gives Freeman a good shot on the way to letting him out. And back into a double leg takedown. Caught a half. And the official stopped it with a tech fall. Jake Ackerman goes down to Simley's Jake Koss. (20-5). This is over to Landon Freeman now, who's on top, riding with an 11-5 win with 50 seconds left. This is New Richmond's Eden Henning. Arm bar now by Freeman. trying to run it over and step towards the head. Got a double bar now. Trying to pull him back a little bit. Needs a couple extra points here to get a extra point for Major. Now he runs him over. This is going to be enough points for Major if he don't pin him. Settling him in there. Getting a little tighter. 7 seconds left. End of the match is here. It's going to be 14-5. Major decision for Landon Freeman over Eden Henning out of New Richmond. Nice job by the Red Raider at 120 pounds. I think we got a quick break here. No Red Raiders out on the mat, so we'll be back with more of the Eau Claire North Husky Invitational. 132-pound matchup now. Carter Freeman in his second match of the tournament against Jude Stark out of Medford area. Carter Freeman got a pin in 128 over Jacob Legacy of Bloomer Colfax in his first round matchup.
Now wrestling on mat 1 at 132, Carter Freeman from Wisconsin Rapids and Jude Stark from Medford. On deck for mat 1 at 138, Aiden Armagost from Wisconsin Rapids and James Salas from Simley.
Aiden Armagost got called to a mat against James Salas out of Simley, Minnesota. Like I said, the Red Raiders caught Simley 4 times in this round, I do believe. And Simley is extremely good. Underarm toss attempt by Carter, and he missed it. Now in on a low single right at the back of the heel. Dump technique takes him back to the mat. 2-0 the lead. And going to cut him loose, 2-1. Carter Freeman snap down with some hand control, trying to go around behind, changes directions, comes up neutral. More than likely, the Red Raiders will see their lead dwindle as they were up. The last update we had, they were up by a point, and Simley and Kaukauna were coming again. Kaukauna, the number 1 ranked team in Division I here in Wisconsin. And Freeman got poked in the eye. That's inadvertent. And the referee will give Freeman a chance to clear his vision there. And Simley, number 1 ranked team in Minnesota Division II. And they are aggressive. Freeman short drag around the corner he goes. Can he get him back in bounds? Stark ended up walking back in bounds, and that allowed Freeman to trap the other ankle, tackle him to the mat. Kept his own feet in bounds like a wide receiver does in football when he makes the catch along the sidelines. Got the 2 points, 4-1 the lead, 35 seconds left. Wrist tied up underneath. Trying to get to a tip. Freeman hanging there. Finally forces Stark to the mat. Stark trying to hip over the top. Freeman rolls underneath with him. Remains in control. No near fall anyway. 5 seconds left. And a 1. 4-1 the Red Raider, Carter Freeman. He's still kind of poking at the eye a little bit, trying to get the vision cleared. Stark's choice, he goes down to start the second. Freeman will cover and ride and try to turn. Assumption Royal wrestler just got defeated by, I do believe, a Coosa Port Edwards wrestler. Going to cut Stark loose one more time. 4-2, minute and a half left. Freeman really good on his feet. Going to try to wind it up here. There's a shot coming in. And the referee stops the action for a knee to protect that, bent sideways. Freeman really good from his feet.
Now wrestling on mat 4 at 144, Colton Weiler from Auburndale and Isaiah Drager from Oakler North.
Freeman shoots in again.
Contact for mat 4 at 150,
Near side single.
from Arrowhead and Nolan Tomlin.
Stark trying to force down on the head. Freeman trying to get around the backside, do something with that leg. Now he pins it straight. Takes him to the mat, too. I think the wrestlers froze there for a second when they heard the loud whistle of the mat next door. And the official in this match was like, I didn't call nothing, keep wrestling. Stark coming to his high base. Forward roll, Freeman in the saddle, trying to ride with him. Stark comes up with a leg, but is flattened on the mat here. Now building a base. Freeman has to give up the 2 reversal. It's now 6-4, Freeman. Freeman on the bottom now, get a chance to score. 17 seconds left, see if we can get one of those points back. Base off to a high base, to his feet. Trying to spin the hips on the way down to the mat. There he's got the 1. Now you got a chance to score 2 here. Short drag, spin, 2. Nice job of wrestling Carter Freeman. 9-4 the lead now for the Red Raider, and he's got choice going down on the bottom. And Stark's going to put him on his feet, give him a free ride and a point, 10-4. Stark looking for big points here off throws. Nice snatch, short drag, miss, comes up to the feet, neutral. They're on the edge of the circle and they're out. Warning, stalling rapids, I guess. Freeman, a guy that scored 10 points in the match, gets hit for stalling. Short drag. Hip toss. Lift the arm up, don't lose it. Hustle behind now. Freeman hops over the top, barrel roll, takedown. What a scramble, nice job of Freeman. 12-4, he's got a major on the mat. That's a wild minute there. That was fun to watch. Freeman never stopped wrestling, knew exactly where he was. Freeman now got a bar, maybe a double. Nope, just 1, trying to regain the far side wrist, but loses this side bar. 45 seconds left. Freeman chopping the wrist and gaining control. Driving him ahead, taking him off his base. 30 seconds left. Freeman still with a tight warning, stalling. Freeman, 1 point start. 12-5. It's going to be 12-6. They're going to give him the free ride back to his feet. Needs a takedown in 22 seconds to get back to a major. Got to set up one good shot. Underhook on this near side with head position by Freeman. Fireman's carry takedown, 2 points. 4 seconds left, 14-8. That's going to be the match. 14-6, a major decision for the Red Raider Carter Freeman. Nice job of wrestling there. We're going to stay right here in this mat. We're going to get Aiden Armagast against James Salas out of Simley, Minnesota. And you can see Salas has got a right shoulder wrap on underneath that t-shirt. See how Aiden Armagoss fares against James Salas. Again, I don't know much about Assembly's individual wrestlers, except that they are a powerhouse in Minnesota.
Wrestling at 1. At 138, Aiden Armagoss from Wisconsin Rapids and James Salas from Assembly. On deck from at 1. At 138, Luke Kamish from New Richmond and Gavin Fritz.
Front headlock now by Salas. Controlling this near side elbow. Into a front chin lock again. Around the corner he goes. Got to pop his head out, which he did. Got 2 in a takedown. That was a pretty good takedown there by Salas. Armagoss rolls with him here, trying to get some hand control. Armagoss steps up to his feet, working on hands again. Salas cuts him loose. 2-1, minute 10 left. And Salas again pins that leg down on the right side, picks it out, forces Armagoss to go down to his stomach, give up a takedown, 4-1. Armagoss to his high tripod base, hits a switch, turns directions, comes out the face, but Salas with a front headlock. And cuts him loose. In again on another shot, elevates, takes him to his hip. Another takedown, it's 6-2 now, the Red Raider trails. 15 seconds left. And the next up for the Red Raiders, Mason Tritz at 150 against Bedford's Corey Lindahl. 6-2 after one period. Disc comes up red. It's Armagoss' choice. He's going to defer. And Salas goes down. Mason Tritz gives up a takedown. The first 20 seconds of his match. At 150 pounds. Salas trying to come to his feet, which he has done. Armagoss drops down to a single leg, and Salas with good head pressure gets the reversal. Claw ride by Salas. Armagoss trying to come out, and they're off the mat. One point, free ride to the feet for Armagoss. He shoots in. Salas able to sprawl back, spins behind really quickly. And bad shot by Armagoss there. Mason Tritz ends up getting a reversal and near fall coming. He was down 2-0. He tied it with the reversal in 2, and he got 2 near fall. He's up 5-2. He got 3 near fall and stopped for a bloody nose. Aiden Armagoss in there on a single leg, but getting stretched out again. 35 seconds left. And there's another takedown for Salas. Again, Simley very skilled. Pressure on all the time. They never back off. Salas trying to lock up a cradle now. Seven seconds left. End of the periods here. Salas with a 12-4 lead over Armagast. Cradle for Mason Tritz. He's going to get some near fall, but they're going to run out of time in the first period. He's going to get two more. 7-2 he leads. Armagast on his feet. Salas again, so slick on his feet. Backed up a half step and shot a double leg. 14-4. Now they're going to look for a tech fall. They're going to cut him loose. 14-5, giving him some harm on the way up. Armagast with a shot in again. Salas extremely quick to clear that hip. And Salas with another takedown, 16-5 with 1:15 left. Mason Tritz leads 9-2 with 1.5 left, second period. He's on top riding. And Salas cuts Armagast loose, 16-6. Going to work on their feet. Armagast shoots in again. Too far out. Got caught for a takedown. Cuts him loose to Salas. Another takedown. 20-8 right now. Again, Armagast shoots in. Salas just clears the hips. Mason Tritz gets a pin in 3:15. (22-10) right now, and Salas has got to get some takedowns again. Tritz Armagast just goes in with his head down and lets Salas score pretty easily. Two takedown Salas, and there's a tech fall. 26-11 the score in the Salas-Armagast match. And once again, Mason Tritz with a pin in 3:15 over Corey Lindahl out of Medford. So we'll take a look and see. Nobody on the mat for the Red Raiders right now. So we get a chance to catch our breath, do a little paperwork. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. 165 pounds. Troy Epps of Eau Claire North going to take on your Red Raider, Bennett Weidman. Weidman had a first round bye, and then he got a pin in 255 over Xander Habert. This round, the Red Raiders had Simleys and some Holmans, and next round they're going to have some Simleys and some Kakanas, and it's not going to get any easier. Weidman with a quick takedown, 2-0 inside of 10 seconds.
Now wrestling on mat 3 at 165, Liam Crook from Kakana and Ben Lee from Blair Taylor. On deck for mat 3 at 165, Tanner Halika from Abbotsford Colby and Judah Heath from Simley.
Little barbed wire takes Epps over to his back. Now Weidman going to sink in a deeper half, turn him over, got a minute to try and pin him, and he's flat right there. 106 for Bennett Weidman on a fall. Weidman's wrestled 4 minutes so far in his 3 matches. Again, one a bye. Coming up, Mark Jeske against Simleys. Varistal Short. Kaylor Tritz against Eric Martinez of Abbotsford Colby. Graceland Reimer at 2:15 against Wyatt Carl of Spencer Columbus. Tanner Gormanson takes on New Richmond's Caleb Hyman. We'll bring you, there is Jeske right there. We'll stay right here. Jeske in a huge uphill battle against Varistal Short of Simley. Varistal is Vristol for a first name. Short with two long knee sleeves on him. Underhook by Short, wades right in. Pressure forward, pressure forward. Shuck on by into a single, got it elevated. Trip attempt, no points yet. Jeske's fighting this hard. Can he get his legs straightened out and down to the mat? Little duck underneath there, 2 takedowns, says the official. Good change of direction there by Short. Short on top riding, Jeske on the bottom. Feinted one way, then hit the switch the other way back to his feet now. And Short cuts him loose. Pretty confident on his feet. Short again, wading into the underhooks. You can see he likes upper body stuff, or that's his setup anyway. Pressure, pressure, pressure in. Short looks to be a fair amount bigger in body size too than Jeske. Jeske with a shot in, got to the knee. Can he do anything with it? Nope, Short just too quick, too powerful. Jeske can't hang on to him. 2 takedowns Short. Jeske to his feet. Period ends. 4-1 the lead for the Simley wrestler. Jeske's choice, he's going to defer. Short's choice, he goes down. You can just visually read the body language of the Simley wrestlers, how confident they are when they're on the mat. There, he gets the escape pretty easily on a stand-up. Jeske with a shot from too far, but comes back in with a double and backed off it. Short with an overhook on this near side. And again, he just forces and presses in. Back to the center we go one more time. Red Raiders need something positive to happen here. Jeske in another shot. Good shot by Jeske. Can he take him down? No, he just cannot hold him. Short, too powerful. Too quick, too powerful. Takes him down, cuts him loose. Minute 5 left, second period, 7-2, Simley. Arm tie, Russian style by Mark Jeske. Reach in by Jeske, and Short just stoned him cold. Sweep shot again, missed. Over underhooks now. Short looks to be the thrower type. Just in his stance and his position, the way he attacks. 7-2 the lead for Short. Red Raiders' Kyler Tritt's going to go out at 190 against Abbotsford Colby's Eric Martinez. 10 seconds left in this period. Good blast, double attempt, but Short just kind of shrugs him off. Husky's choice, he goes down. Tritt's not ready to go out yet, I guess, so we take a break for that. He's on deck now. Short with another takedown, or excuse me, 1 point escape. 7-3 now. There you see Short wading into the underhooks, overhooks. And just forcing in. That's what he wanted to do. Force into Jeske, push him off the mat time after time, and get a stalling call on Jeske. Jeske hasn't really done a lot of offense. He's countered pretty well, but lateral drop, that's what he was waiting for right there. Minute left. Jeske's got a fight of his life here. You can see that's what Short was waiting for all the while. For Jeske to push in a little bit, and Short had the underhooks. And there is the pin for Short. .521 on the fall time for Short. And Jeske goes down at 175. Kyler Tritz has been called to a mat for on deck purposes. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Two Red Raiders going out at the same time here. This is 215-pounder Grayson Reimer against Wyatt Carl of Spencer Columbus. And Kyler Tritz is taking on Eric Martinez of Abbotsford Colby at 195.
Now wrestling on mat 1 at 190. Kyler Tritz from
Couple of pretty physically put together guys here at 215. Again, Reimer brand new here for the Red Raiders, out a week in their practice room, so new adventure for the Red Raider. And you start out in a tough tournament like this. Tritz into a single leg. Wild match with the Tritz and his opponent Martinez, and they go off the mat. No score, quite a scramble. Reimer and Carl still on their feet. 35 seconds left, no points scored. Carl wading in, pushes Carl back. Reimer trying to snap down. Carl says, nope, not this time. Overhook on the left. Body lock coming from Carl of Spencer Columbus. Tritz got a takedown there in his match with 25 seconds left. Leads 2-0. Got a bar, double arm bar, running his opponent over, setting him in there pretty tight. Pin for Kyler Tritz. in 142. Zero after the first 2 minutes. And Reimer deferred his choice. Carl took the bottom, or took the top, excuse me. Reimer to his feet, good stand-up. Got 2 reversal on that stand-up. Nice job there by the Red Raider. Caution on Rapids. When he got on him, he kind of bounced him pretty hard, so you got to cover him fairly easily. Carl with a stand-up now on Reimer. Reimer cuts him loose. It's 2-1. Carl of Rapids. Again, Reimer wrestled some years ago in the junior high program, but now it's his first week back. A lot of unknowns here, and he's a senior. There's a lot of unknowns here. Good that he's out, fills up a weight class. Anything you get's a bonus. So far, he beat Dominic Lyons out of Superior on a pin in 104. So far, staying in reasonable position here. Nice snap down, but Carl got right in on a single. Reimer stand him right up. Two pretty physically built fellas going at it here. 35 seconds left, second period. And both of them look to be pretty decent athletes, too, the way they move around on the mat. "15 seconds left. Counting down from 5 now, the end of the second period. Body lock coming in, didn't quite finish it, wasn't quite comfortable enough. 2-1 the lead for Reimer. Carl's choice, he's going down. At the worst, you can give up an escape to tie it and try and score with a takedown. And they're going to put him on his feet, give him the one free ride point. Oh, and then wrestler on the bottom didn't quite figure out what they're going, and the referee didn't know. And okay, 2-2. Reimer gave Carl a free ride, and he escaped and a point. 2-2. You didn't want to have Reimer on top with the chance of getting rolled to his back. Tanner Gormanson gets called to being in an on-deck position at 285. Again, very inexperienced here in Reimer as far as working a takedown, and we're tied at 2 at a minute 15. Both wrestlers pushing in, trying to get a snap. .102 left. Takedown could win it. And same thing with Wyatt Carl. He doesn't have any offense. Just trying to use size and strength to bull rush, push around, and hopefully capitalize on a mistake. And the headgear comes apart on Reimer. So we get a little bit of a break here. Again, Wyatt Carl is from Spencer, Columbus. Tanner Gormanson is going to take on Caleb Hyman out of New Richmond in his second round match. As Gormanson got a 10-7 victory over Holman's Tristan Brennan in a heck of a match. And he was ahead and he went behind, and then he came back from behind to get the win. Now they're going to swap out headgear and see if they can find one that fits him. Yeah, he swaps him out with Bennett Weidman, I think. And they'll work on his headgear. 40 seconds left. Got to stay in good position. Can't get sloppy. Shot in. Got to force it up here with a body lock. Can't do that. Couldn't lock up on the body. Not a bad shot. Slide by, missed. 10 seconds. Reimer in on a single lifts. Takes him to the mat, not in control, and they're out of time. Wow. Close. Match is not done yet. Overtime coming. Somebody's got a bloody nose, and it is Wyatt Carl of Spencer, Columbus. Now, coaching staff's out there to coach Reimer through this overtime period here, which I'm sure he's never been in before. So they're going to coach him through this quickly. Reimer's stretching out a cramp right now. And they got Wyatt Carl cleaned up. And he's back ready to go. Tanner Gormanson's going to go out against Caleb Hyman out of New Richmond. 1 minute overtime period. You should not lose the match in this period. That's the planning. Oh, 2 takedown. Nice job with a little head duck and a slide by. 4-2 in overtime. For Grayson Reimer. You can tell he feels position. He's an athlete when he moves because he gets himself out of some bad positions. And he picked up the win by doing that. Tanner Gormanson, New Richmond's Caleb Hyman on the mat at 285. No score, minute 20 left, first period. A couple of guys almost around the same size. One minute left.
Just a reminder that following this round, we are going to move into girls placement matches. Again, following this round, we're moving into girls placement matches.
A little loose arm drag by Gormanson and to no avail. Both wrestlers, collar ties, head pulls, arm pulls, push pull. Normal style slide by there by Gormanson. Cuts the corner, gets a takedown with 17 seconds left. Got double wrist control there, now a half in a wrist. Half on this near side, but it gets picked off. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. End of the period is here. 2-0, Tanner Gormanson after 1. Nice takedown by the Red Raider. Hyman choice, he deferred. Gormanson takes down. Gormanson set. Hyman gonna cover. Gormanson normally always bases off on the start like you've seen him there. Trying to get a roll attempt. Now to his feet. On the move is Gormanson trying to face. Hyman in on a single leg. Little back trip by Gormanson as he hipped into him. Got him off balance. Gets the reversal, leads 4-0. Nice work by Tanner Gormanson. A year or two ago, he would have went right back to the mat. And I'm talking about Gormanson, so you can see the improvement he's made. Got the wrist tied up, walking it out towards the head. Keep going, Tanner Gormanson. He's going over right now. He's on his back. Oh, he lost the arm. Gormanson gets near fall, and Hyman gets the reversal. 6-2 right now with a minute left, second period. Gormanson on the bottom. Gormanson posts the leg, got both of them, now working on hand control again. Hyman drops to a single. Gormanson easily puts weight on him, picks an ankle, spins behind. Gets the reversal, it's 8-2 right now. Gormanson picks an ankle again, flattens him out. Now we'll see if he can turn him again. He lost the far side wrist when he turned him the first time. That's what allowed Hyman to roll through it. We'll see if we can get a better grip on the wrist and hang it on here. Hyman to his knees now. Gormanson got to get him off that base. Tight waist ride by Gormanson. 3, 2, 1. He rode him out. 8-2, the Red Raider after 2 periods. Hyman's choice. He's going down. Don't want to get rolled now, which Gormanson was susceptible to early in his career. But I'm thinking he's a little bit smarter and can feel that coming a little bit better now. Nice work, Tanner Gormanson knocking him off his base, getting wrist control. Got both of them, going to run him one more time here. Shoulders are going over. This time he's got the far side wrist. Oh, he loses it now. Going to get 3 near fall again. It's 11-2 right now. See if Gormanson can get back in control. Hyman content here just to push back to get the escape. Warning, stalling Gormanson. I guess it's a fair call. He had his head buried, hanging on to the legs. Not improving any. 1:25 left. Gormanson up by 9 right now. He's got that far side elbow again. Oh, man, he's looking to get kind of a loose cradle here. Now he just goes 2-on-1 wrist control. Half Nelson fired. He locks the cradle one more time. Don't get out of position here. There you go. Smart to release the grip on that cradle. Off the mat they work. 47 seconds left. Still 11-2 Gormanson. Hyman set. Gormanson covers. Switch attempt by the big heavyweight underneath. Gormanson rides right along with that and flattens him down off his base one more time. 25 seconds left. Gormanson off to the side, now trying to pull that arm up underneath. Now he regains the ride and control, covers him up with his hips. 10 seconds left. End of the match is here. Tanner Gormanson 11-2 major decision over Caleb Hyman out of New Richmond. Gormanson, 2 really good matches in a row for the Red Raiders. That's the end of this round. Now they're going to run a round of girls here, which there's a girls tournament and a JV tournament going on as well. So we get a chance to catch up on some points, and we'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling.